Bizarre 1000 here with my TNA Lockdown review. Okay, start off the show with an 8-man number 1 contendership for the X title. You have Kendrick, the Bucks, Jay Lethal, Amazing Red. You have a bunch of guys. This is where I think that Daniels was Suicide tonight. Because Suicide wasn't even in the match that long. There was a lot of quick covers. There was some high spots in the match. It was a good match. Overall, Max Bucks ended up winning. Then we have Bischoff come out for seems like some kind of time killer. And then we have that Four Corners tag match. You know what? I didn't even watch this match. I have no clue who won. I think Crimson won, but I have no clue. I don't really care. Then we have the Pope versus Samoa Joe. No, wait. We had the Knockouts title match. That lasted maybe a minute. Mickie James threw into a cage a couple times and then gave her his little tornado DDT. Then she won the title. So Mickie James is your new Knockouts champion, which I think is well deserved. Good for her. Then we have the Pope versus Joe. We have an interview backstage, but then we have the Pope versus Joe with Matt Morgan for some reason. But okay, saying how he's gonna focus on the world title now. We have the Pope versus Joe. Went on for a little while. Joe won with the Taz mission, whatever you want to call it. Then we have Hernandez versus Morgan. We're back and forth a little while. Then Sarita and Rosita tried to get involved, but it didn't work out so well. And then Hernandez went to the top, and then he freaking got caught with a carbon footprint. Sheamus tries to rip him off, but whatever. And Morgan wins. Then Sarita and Rosita cut a quick promo and say something about they're better and why isn't she the Knockouts Women's Champion. Then Velvet Sky comes out and takes them both out. And then we have Jeff Jarrett versus Kurt Angle. Yeah, that'd be interesting. Jeff Jarrett versus Kurt Angle. Sorry, my bad. It was a really good match. I mean, this match is awesome. I'll just finish watching the pay-per-view. I mean, I'm excited because I enjoyed the pay-per-view. This match was probably the best match. I don't know, because that Lethal Lockdown match is awesome. We'll get to it in a little bit. That was a really good match. Then Jeff Jarrett ended up winning. Kurt could have won. It was kind of shady. Kurt pretty much got screwed out of the match again. So I'm guessing we're going to have another match, which I don't mind because these two have phenomenal matches. I mean, Kurt Angle won the first fall, Jeff won the second, but it seems like Kurt Angle just dominated Jeff Jarrett throughout this whole match, and Jeff barely won by the skin, escaped the cage by the skin of his teeth. So yeah, it was an okay match. It was a really it was a really good match. I enjoyed this match a lot. Kurt Angle did a moonsault off the top of the cage. Jeff Jarrett powerbombed Kurt Angle from almost the top of the cage. I mean, there was some awesome moves in this match. It was a great match. We have the world title match, which was okay. The match wasn't nothing spectacular. Hogan came out. I was kind of hoping to see Sting maybe turn heel, which join Immortal, which I think would be kind of cool. Which I picked Sting to retain his title, which he did. Hogan came out, threw a pipe, told RVD to use it. Then RVD threw it back at the cage, and then Anderson grabbed it and hit RVD. Then Sting hit him with the Scorpion Death Drop. So yeah. Then we have Lethal Lockdown, which was awesome. I mean, I thoroughly enjoyed this match. If I skipped a match, I apologize. Just going off the top of my head, I like to give a fresh review right in when it's still in my mind. This match was phenomenal. We had so many great, phenomenal match. That might be a hint. We had so many great. Immortal had man advantage. I can go back and forth. I think some great high spots in this match. Kazarian and Abyss started. Then you had Matt Hardy come in. We had some guys hit some hot spots in this match, some high spots. This is a great match. I enjoyed this match. It's a tie between Kurt and Jeff because those two have great matches. But this was a really good match. We get down to the guys are all in the ring fighting with the weapons, and Fortune starts dominating them. Well, then Immortal starts to take the advantage and pick up and start dominating. And then we have All of a sudden, the Abyss goes through the door's open. We have Christopher Daniels and Matt Hardy on the top of the cage fighting. Matt gets some twist of fate, then Matt comes down. The Abyss got beat up outside the ring. And then all of a sudden, Robert Roode points up. And he said it's time or something like that. And then Daniels jumps off the top of the cage. It was awesome. He did a fly crossbody against Abyss and Matt Hardy. Then we have Bubba Ray beating up Daniels and Flair, and then beating him with kendo sticks. And then Bubba Ray's hitting him with a trash can, and he says, "This is for, I'm going to do to you what I did to AJ." And then all of a sudden it hits. The music hits. Get ready to fly. Here comes AJ Styles, kicking ass and taking names. How he does phenomenal. The Phenomenal came down and whooped some ass, and Fortune did win by making Rude made Flair tap out to an armbar. Nice. Fortune 4, baby. It kicked ass tonight. I thoroughly enjoyed this pay-per-view. A lot better than Victory Road. I think that was the last one when that crap happened. But yes, thank you TNA for a good pay-per-view. This was a lot better than a lot of the previous pay-per-views, since they wanted to make up for that debacle last month. So this, TNA, I thought you might have lost me after last month, but I'm back now because that was a great pay-per-view. It wasn't a great pay-per-view, but some of the matches were pretty weak. A few of them were really weak, like Pope and Joe wasn't that good. Mickey James and Madison, I was thinking this was going to be a good match, and it wasn't. But, I mean, X Division, I think I said Matt Buck won the X Division No More Contendership, so that'd be interesting to see. So it was a good pay-per-view. So TNA, good job. I want to give a shout-out to one of my guys. Give me a comment. One of my first comments besides F and True. Mr. YWC87. Check this guy out. He's awesome. He's phenomenal. Me and him talked on some wrestling, get back and forth. Check out his videos. I want you guys to check this guy out. He's a cool guy. Me and him talk all the time now. So, this is Bizarre 1000 here. Remember, check out Mr. YWC87. Check him out. And that is all. Thank you, TNA. Great pay-per-view.